time to leave Miami, everyone. It's time to get to our next stop in the Summer of Sin adventure. Guys, we're a little sad to leave Cheeky. And always sad to leave our chef.
When are we gonna see him?
Fly with us. I made it out of Miami very scathed, not unscathed. But we are heading to Mexico next stop. Part 2. Summer of Sin. In true me fashion, obviously I get to my Airbnb and it's never easy. It's always problematic.
No, it was so hard. I couldn't even get a beer or a martini.
So anyways, I get here and I go to check in and the lady's giving me like the building rules. And I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. And she's like, you can't have more than 2 people at the pool and you can't have anybody over past 7:30. I'm like, honey, if I wanted to stay in a hotel, I would have stayed at the Ritz-Goddamn Carlton. I rented an Airbnb to have this like authentic experience. And like, you're not gonna be my mother and tell me who's gonna come over at 7:30. I literally looked at her and was like, you better put the police on speed dial because they're gonna be visiting a lot. So stand by. Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You're going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife Izzy, and I am going to Mexico. If you guys follow me on social media, you know I was in Mexico over the summer, and we're gonna recap what happened. I had the best time. I was super healthy and super fit and mentally stable because I had just left Miami and I was a little intoxicated and partied a little too much. And I got to Mexico and I was ready to have this fit lifestyle. However, the fit lifestyle was not, I don't know what happened in Mexico. I'm telling you, there was something going on this summer and I was really unhinged. Like my anxiety was through the roof. I think the traveling with 2 kids we had a plan, but it was a very loose plan. And like, I had something planned like every other day to do, but I didn't really have any help with my roommates. And my sugar daddy has been home dealing with the sale and purchase of a new home. And I think that it was just a lot of anxiety. And I've never been this anxious in my life. And it just kind of all hit the fan. And I was traveling. So it was bad.
So we came to our favorite restaurant, Sonora Grill. We come here a lot, to the point where we walked in and they were like, oh, she likes the table in the back. It's the boys' favorite restaurant here. And I'm feeling much better now that like everybody is gone and it's just me and the boys. My friend, Laura came, but she's been super easygoing and she kind of does her own thing like I do my own thing. She's not one of these on top of you kind of travel buddies. So we're gonna see how the rest of the week goes, but so far my anxiety has subsided, which was really difficult between the loud music in my hotel and the company I kept before. So let's hope for a better trip. And I'm gonna have some steak and some wine. I'm not drinking, by the way, it's grapes. After a week in Mexico, Uncle Maurice came in to check on me. Is that what you were doing, or you were just coming to Mexico?
I was just coming to Mexico, but you needed somebody to check on you.
First of all, let's stop for a second and tell me about what your dog is wearing. What is Pablo wearing today?
He's wearing a rash guard.
Okay, so Uncle Maurice shows up in Mexico with Pablo in a rash guard. Why was it necessary? And he also brought him a
life vest?
A life vest. Yeah, check this out. He put a goddamn thing on the dog. Can you tell me why he's wearing a rash guard?
Well, because I don't want him to get sunburnt. He's a very delicate dog. See, he has blue eyes. Very rare, very delicate
What
dog.
kind of dog is he?
He's a Chihuahua, 100% authentic.
Is he? How many pounds does he weigh?
He weighs 11.5.
I asked Uncle Maurice how much his dog weighed when he first got him because I was looking into research and he told me in kilograms. Why the fuck would you tell me how many kilograms your dog? What am I buying cocaine? Like, I don't care how many kilos your
That's
dog
what the
weighs.
vet document said. I don't know.
Yeah, so he shows up with his dog with a rash guard in Mexico. Like dogs are running wild in the street and here's Pablo with his rash guard. Anywho.
Do you have a problem with that?
I took it off of him. Yes, I did.
Every time I come in with him wearing something, she takes it off. This is ridiculous.
Because
Throws
he looks
it.
so awkward and everybody's looking at us on the beach like, what the fuck are they doing?
She wants you to get a sunburn.
He's not gonna, he did fine yesterday. He's fine. How was I when you showed up in Mexico?
You were a mess. I don't even know if it was a hot mess or just a mess, but
How was I a mess? I thought I was losing weight. I was going to the gym. I hadn't been drinking. I was doing great.
yeah, you looked great, but you were still a mess. Like, I don't even know what was going on. We were going to dinner. You were just not coming out. You were in your own little world. You were done with everybody.
I don't think
You had enough of everybody.
I don't agree with that. I think I was very friendly and very cordial and very wonderful and a gracious host.
You were a gracious
To everybody
host.
that was
You
using
were
me.
a gracious host that had had enough.
Okay, well, here's why. I got apartments and people stayed in them and nobody was thankful. Nobody even showed up with like a bottle of wine or a thank you bunch of flowers. How do you go to someone's house and not show up with a bottle of wine or a thank you bunch of flowers after they'll let you stay in their house or do whatever?
I wouldn't know.
I know, you sent me a gift. Did you send me that gift after we got home because I was complaining?
No.
Uncle Maurice
I
sent me
bought that for you before.
Oh, as a thank you?
Yeah.
Polite.
I brought it here before the trip.
Oh, on
and gave
purpose.
it to
I gave it to the sugar daddy. I came home and Uncle Maurice had got me a beautiful Louis Vuitton gift, a book from Morocco as a thank you for the letting him stay at our place. Well, not everybody was as gracious as you.
Yeah, and I didn't bring it because I knew you wouldn't want to be carrying around a book all around Central America. It'd be better if I just dropped it off here. I'm just thoughtful.
I could see
Thoughtful after
myself
thoughtful
hitting
after
a few people
thoughtful.
with that book.
Yeah, I could too.
Okay, I was a little unhinged. You know what it was? I was just, at that point, I had been traveling for 5 weeks with 2 kids, and I really wanted this, like, vacation where everybody went to the gym and worked out, and apparently everybody had different ideas of what they wanted to do.
Yeah, it's so interesting. We went to Mexico and you wanted this natural hippy-dippy, like, let's do yoga at 8:30
Well, I had just
a.m.
finished drinking in Miami for, like, 22 days straight.
And you're like, why is everyone not on the same page? Why is everyone in Mexico not wanting to wake up and go running at 7 a.m.?
Why?
Some people didn't even bring running shoes.
Did you not bring running shoes?
I went running with you.
Oh, that's... Okay, I was unhinged, huh?
Yeah, you were. But that's very strong of you to admit it. She was unhinged. The best thing for Izzy would have been to be in her own little, like,
Cabana.
1 bedroom and like never see any of us.
You're probably right. It was hot. Alejandro wasn't there.
Every time the power went out, the air conditioning went off.
Oh my God! So we were staying in Hobosh again, and there every day at like 5 o'clock the power would go off. No Wi-Fi, no power, no electricity at 5 p.m. On top of my already like extremely stressful, anxiety, unhinged, alcoholic time. We arrived at Tequila. Now we're heading over to the boat. Uncle Maurice is working that out. Yep. We arrived, and in true Hobosh fashion, there is no electricity on the island. So we are literally in the dark. We're gonna head out because it's so hot in this house.
Mom, is that hot, Mom?
And it's getting dark. So we're gonna get out of here.
Jane and I were sharing a room and we were both just naked, like spread out starfish on top of the sheets.
On top of the same bed?
No, not the same bed.
Different beds.
Different
Okay.
beds.
Really?
Yes.
I remember, and then the power went back, and everybody was like, "Yay!" No, and yes, And that was the night that I literally went into, I texted him, I was like, we need to go out. I need to get away from everybody now. Let's go see if there's power in town. We left everybody in a blackout. The kids were sleeping and Jane and everybody was home. And I dragged Maurice in the truck and I was like, let's go and see if the town has power. And the town had power and alcohol.
Yeah.
We have no service.
What are we doing? How did we get here?
Oh shit.
I almost just videotaped us tipping over. The taxi driver earlier was like, oh yeah, I don't go down your street. I go down the other street and make a right.
Yeah, I think they go through the back, which is how I should probably come home. We found electricity. And the streets were calling my name.
You kind of, what is it called? What do you do to people?
Like therapy?
No. Inhibit, no,
Like I'm a pusher?
yeah, you're a pusher. You're a pusher.
Really?
Yeah, Phoebe, what's the word I'm looking for? No. No, he's, I'm gonna come, but yeah, you're a pusher.
Why do you
Like
think
you
I'm a
knew I had
pusher?
been drunk for 12 days, 14 days, 27 days, whatever it was, and I was having a really emotional time with my anxiety, and you were like, yeah, let's go for more drinks. Sounds like a
I
great
was
idea.
just thinking like the sobriety didn't seem like it was really working for you, so I think you needed a drink. She needed to chill out a little bit. I don't know if she left the Xanax at home or.
Well, I thought it was lovely. I thought I was lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
But you're still here with me.
I know.
Why?
I'm the only one left.
Can I go here where there's no sun?
Bueno.
So by the end of this trip, I had lost all of my friends. And we're gonna talk about that for a minute. So I have grown and some of my friends are not growing with me. And they're no friends in particular, in case you think this is about you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I am just at a point where I'm tired of giving and not receiving. And so right now, I think that all of my friends don't want to be my friend, and I don't really want to be anybody's friend. Maurice, you made the cut.
Love that.
But Mexico was really where I had, like, I ran out of friends.
Yeah.
Like, I had told everybody off at that point about really how I felt. They had told me how they felt, and it was just like, we know it's that this friendship has...
No more fucks for anybody.
No more fucks. It was like, okay, we know that this friendship has run its course, and it happened with more than one person at that point. So I came here to get away from like the craziness. I've had a really rough trip. I fought with all of my friends. I found out a lot of them are unappreciative little fuckers. But I came, I got the presidential. I was like, it's time for me to relax. It's time for me to just like meditate, find a moment of zen. I'm not drinking. I check in, unbeknownst to me that there was a goddamn day party underneath my room all day from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. every day. This is what I hear. My room is literally fucking vibrating. Now, normally I'd be down there because I'm fun, but right now I'm having a moment. I'm about to Karen out. Like, I can't handle this. I'm mentally not capable of handling any more in this trip. I can't even like block the noise out with the doors or the shades. Like yesterday I closed the shades all day, I was in the dark, and it wasn't enough. I'm having a breakdown. I'm so glad you made it. Feels special?
I feel special. I wonder how I made it.
Probably because you were the only one left.
Because I got you a Louis Vuitton book. It was only like $80.
Because you're the only gay man, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. Well, it counts for something now, doesn't it?
Yes. And we'll still only have one gay man. We're
not looking for more?
No.
How about if you got like a boyfriend and I really liked him?
Then you wouldn't be hanging out with him without me.
Wow. Well, okay.
Unless you were like helping him buy a gift for me.
I was a little unhinged, as Uncle Maurice said, and the week after I was heading to Belize. Now, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm gonna give you a quick before we go to Belize. I lived there about 15 years ago for a few years. I worked for a friend of mine at a bar. I was bartending. I was kind of at this weird place in my life where I didn't know what I wanted to do when I grew up. And I just went and he opened this bar hotel and I went to work with him for him. I stayed there for about 2 years and I had so much fun until I got kicked off the island. When I say kicked off the island, I mean like kicked off the island. You're gonna have to tune in next week and see why I got kicked off the island and my return to the island 15 years later. I need you to subscribe, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube, and I will see you in Belize next week. Stay toxic, my friends.
Hey, Max,
We arrived in Bacalar, the Lake of the Seven Colors, although I only see two. Maybe it's just me, who knows? We all know I'm a little Karen in general. We have counted 2. Let's see how many we get on this trip.
Yeah, but see if we get 37.
I'm toxic. Okay, we're good.
You see the birds off some Fruit Loops box?
The 2 cans?
2 cans.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe.